that money, dummy, do it for the love. And I'm hungry, did I mention money? Cop cars, now I need that airplane money. Hardly laugh in the ghetto, being broke ain't funny. We built for this homie, yeah, we run the streets. You see me everywhere, Jewed up, tucking the heat. Yo, I rap for the hustlers, put my life on this beat. We all we got.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is the price for the exhibition. According to numerous reports, and this one is from SB Nation, Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. pay-per-view receives a $49.99 price tag, which really, let's be real, it's just $50. I hate how they do that 1 cent to make it look better. It's funny, but yeah, basically the September 12th pay-per-view exhibition between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones has a price tag. The Athletic reports the show will run you $49.99 and be available through cable, satellite, and Triller. So, G, what's your thoughts on the price?
Man, listen,
and will you buy it?
my thoughts is I'm not buying it, you know what I mean? And only reason why is because of last week when we talked about, oh, it's going to be a friendly exhibition where they're not trying to take each other's heads off. And I'm like, hold on, what? You know, like, I want to see the best fight the best, right? But they're talking like this is going to be, you know, a rated PG type of fight. It ain't going to I'm like,
13.
I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, we talking about Iron Mike Tyson being like Pillow Mike Tyson? Like, what we doing right now? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not interested in that. I want to see the fight, but do I want to pay $50 to watch two guys pretty much love tap each other? Nah, I could use that 50 for something else, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Ned's house. You know what I'm saying? And see that fight. You know. So yeah, I'm not really. I will say this though: if it was a real fight, even at their age, and I know, hey, forgive me, Trill, but I have to just be honest. If it was an old school, like, now we going to take each other's heads off, I'm willing to pay $100 to see that fight, even in their old age, because at least I know it's going to be exciting, it's going to be entertaining. What is the point of watching a boxing match when you know nobody's going to get knocked out? The excitement is now gone. So then now I have to sit through watching two old guys for 8 rounds, not try to hurt each other. Yeah, I'm not for that life, man. So salute to Ned for paying for that fight, man. We in there early, Ned. I'm going to wear a mask. Don't worry. You know what I mean? So we're all going to be protected.
All right, Ned.
Shame on you, G. Shame on you that you want to see two 50-year-old men try to take each other's heads off, man. That's wrong, and that ain't right. But I'm still going to pay for the fight. Because, you know, I'm going to support the cause that they support it. I'm going to support Mike Tyson. I'm going to support Roy Jones. And hopefully they got some great undercards on that fight. Hopefully the thing's entertaining. It's going to be – I heard it's going to be –
talk about one of the undercards.
Huh?
So we're going to talk about one of the undercards.
Hopefully it's an amazing event and something to remember. Hopefully it sets the trend and we get more things like that later on, you know? But
all right, look. $50 for an exhibition. So, like I said, I've been reading numerous reports and from reliable sources that it's an exhibition. Both men agreed not to go for the knockout. And they're also going to be wearing headgear. With that being said, how do you gauge whether or not someone's going for a knockout, right? I've been in sparring sessions before where I've been hitting people with an open hand and they've been like complaining that I'm hitting them too hard. So how do you gauge that, right? Here's what I think. For me, it's not worth $50. It's not worth $50 because it's not a real fight. And for me, that's the price real fight should cost. Like, that's really what we should be paying for Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. So why should we pay $50 for Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones in an exhibition? You understand? It's just, doesn't sit right with me. Even in the UK, when they watch the actual heavyweights fight of this era, they don't pay $50. But in America, they're charging us $50 to see these guys who decided to get off the couch and go in there, throw on some headgear, 12-ounce gloves, and mix it up.
No, but I heard it wasn't gonna have any headgear though. Or
what I read, Mike Tyson said it from his own mouth. I saw the interview with Mike Tyson and Max Kellerman, and Mike Tyson says in that interview, you can pull it up. It's an ESPN interview, so like I don't really want to show it on this because I don't know what copyright violations and whatnot. But Mike Tyson says it's an exhibition, so we have to wear headgear,
like Olympic headgear, where it's just like the ears.
But
or
it's an exhibition, so they have to wear headgear. I don't know. Mike said it from his own mouth. So
looking at Ned's like, yo, y'all sure y'all don't want boots like this? You know
so, but what I will say is this. This is what I anticipate. They can say whatever they want. Of course, I think this is what people what they're hoping for is when they get in the ring and the bell sounds, Mike is just going to go for a knockout anyway.
That's cold blooded, man. You know, that ain't right.
But how do you tell Mike he was going for the knockout, right? And see, that's my issue with the clause. Oh, we're not going for the knockout. But if Mike goes in there and he goes for the knockout and he knocks Roy out, and everyone's gonna say, "Oh, we agreed not to go for knockout." Mike's gonna say, "I wasn't going for the knockout."
Hey, if that happened, I'd be kind of dope to run it back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then what happens? And then what happens if they are playing light and, like I said, open-handed and whatnot, and then Roy hits Mike with something, and Mike's like, he closed his fist on that one.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just interesting, man. You know, I don't know. Like, this is just a whole fiasco. I think it would really help if they just somehow got this sanctioned as, like, you know, an actual fight and did it for 8 rounds or whatever. But if they can't and they need to do whatever they need to do, it is what it is. But for $49.99, it's not worth it to me.
It's worth it to Ned. And because it's worth it to Ned, we in there. So please like, share, subscribe. If you listen to us on any podcast or Apple, Google Play, you know, Spotify, wherever we there, it's the Boxing Bros.
It's the Boxing Bros. Peace.
I wanna see what's on your mind. You wanna see what's on my mind.